What's up, YouTube? This is your girl, Megan. Welcome back to my channel. If you're already a subscriber, if this is your first time joining me on today, go ahead, hit that subscribe button because you know you want to. So I know I've been going for a couple of days, but I'm back with the jump off because since I've been gone, Jupiter has entered the sign of Sagittarius. Now, before we get into that real quick, I want to just give a quick shout out to all of my new subscribers. We are over 300 subscribers right now, which might not be a big deal to, a lot of people, but it's a big deal to me, okay? Because I started with 0. And I just really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you guys are enjoying my content. Continue to hit that like button, that subscribe button, share, and I will keep giving you the best that I got, like Anita. Okay? So with that being said, Jupiter is now in the sign of Sagittarius. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's the planet of philosophy. It's the planet of travel, the planet of optimism. Jupiter wants to grow. Jupiter wants to see new things. Jupiter wants to teach you, right? Because it's the natural ruler of the ninth house. So Jupiter wants you to learn from your experiences and apply what you've learned to life, to your life, which you already know to be true. Okay, so this makes this transit such a big deal. And I mean, there are a few misconceptions that I kind of want to touch on as it pertains to this transit. So it's going to be, Jupiter's going to be here for the next year. But I really think it's important for people to understand that despite the fact Jupiter has such a good, it's a good reputation, Jupiter in Sag, because it's in its home sign, right? And that's always a good thing. But I feel like people are painting this transit out to be like rainbows and sunshine and puppy dog tails and, all of those wonderful things in life, which it may very well be. But let's also keep in mind that just like with most lessons or many lessons that you learn in life, they aren't always going to be good. They're not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be rainbows, sunshines, and puppy dog tails all the time. Sometimes learning and teaching and applying your lessons or going outside of your comfort zone, it's scary. It's uncomfortable. Expanding is not always a comfortable experience. Or else it kind of wouldn't be called expanding. You know what I'm saying? Growing is not always a comfortable experience. Or else it wouldn't be called growth. So you see where I'm going with this here? Wonderful transit, beautiful transit. Not to really be a deadbeat down or anything. But I just wanted to point that out, okay? Because I think a lot of people feel like, oh, Jupiter is in Sag. Like, the hard times are over for the next year. No. No. Now, what I will encourage you guys to do is take a look at where Jupiter falls in your chart. What house. And this could be a pretty good indicator to what area of your life that you're looking to either develop, grow from. Maybe the area of your life that you may encounter a lot of lessons or unexpected blessings from. And before, Jupiter was in the sign of Scorpio. So this transit differs in the sense that Scorpio is all about analyzing, right? It's all about penetrating through the depths of something, analyzing, uprooting the things that are unseen, the things that are hidden, taboo, and shining a light to it. So the way I like to look at it is, the way this transit is pretty much going to go for you, it kind of depends on what deep digging you were able to do during your Jupiter Scorpio transit, right? So, that Scorpio energy in general, I usually like to, I guess, correlate it with the whole concept of being able to really dig deep, into your life and do a lot of healing. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, Scorpio is the sign of death, rebirth, transformation, all that good shit. So, taking certain areas of your life, assessing what's working for you, assessing what's not working for you, killing what's not working for you, keeping what works for you, killing parts of yourself to be able to regenerate and, go through those death and rebirth cycles. And, now that Jupiter is in Sag, I feel like this is kind of a moment where if you are doing the work, do your work, as Ayanna Van Zandt says. Based on how well you were able to do your work with Jupiter in Scorpio and really dig deep and, understand the psychology of certain things in your life, the better you'll be able to take those things and manifest more growth and more success, or at the very least manifest more understanding, maybe opportunities, manifest more opportunities, or maybe opportunities will come as a result of certain understandings. So for example, I can only go off of myself, in my personal chart. I have Jupiter in the 12th house right next to my moon in Virgo. It can be a lot. But I've noticed that, so during my the Jupiter and Scorpio transit this past year of 2018, I noticed that because my Jupiter or my Scorpio is sitting in my second house because I'm a Libra rising, and initially I went through a shift of values, right? Because second house is the house of values. I went through a shift of values where the things that I really put a lot of focus on in life no longer were really that important to me. And that's kind of how I really came about, being an astrologer, or really just getting this interest in astrology, which is the occult, right? That scorpionic energy, or scorpionic, tendencies. Those, it falls under that eighth house kind of category of occult knowledge was hidden. I really was able to dig deep, discover my love for astrology, discover my love for spirituality and being able to help others. I've always kind of been interested in astrology. I've always read books. I always had certain, surface level knowledge. But during this Jupiter and Scorpio transit, I was able to like really assess where I wanted my life to go. And once I was able to do that, everything really worked itself out. I did the work. I did my work. And now that, Jupiter is in Sag and it's in my 12th house of, represents spirituality, long distance travels, even, the subconscious, the psyche realm, the undoing. I feel as if, for me, and this is just what I'm hoping, I'm putting it out there in the universe, that this next year will bring about a opportunity to build upon my astrology practice and build upon that foundation that I've laid, during this past transit, as far as, me putting in the work, learning, astrology, taking those steps to create my own astrology practice, building my YouTube channel. Hello. So, I really am looking forward to this transit, good, bad, or indifferent. And I'm very, open, because I know there are a lot of lessons. As I said, 12th house is the house of your undoing, hidden enemy, so to speak. So, I'm looking forward to all of the lessons that can be learned here. But I really feel like, this channel is going to grow. I feel as if just my journey as far as being an astrologer, I'm going to learn a lot of new things, and I'm looking forward to it. And that's just what this transit kind of represents for me, and what I'm just affirming and putting out there. And, just I'll be observing as it passes. So yeah, with that being said, you guys drop a comment down below. Let me know what house does your Jupiter fall in. You know, how do you guys feel about this transit? Are you excited? Because I am. And I'm a Sag sun. So, like, this whole, like, energy is just, this month is my birthday month. I mean, like, y'all, like, I'm feeling good. And I hope y'all are feeling good too. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you practice unconditional self love so that you can love others. And as always, I holla.